This episode is brought to you by Cologuard. Do you know what's really scary? Not screening for colon cancer when you turn 45. The Cologuard test is non-invasive, requires no special prep or time off work, and ships right to your door. In just 3 simple steps, Cologuard takes the scare out of colon cancer screening. If you're 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about the Cologuard test. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Learn more or request a prescription today at Cologuard.com/screen.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now, there's another aspect which I nobody wants to talk about. But what about the cases where we think somebody did it and they didn't, and they looked guilty, and the victim sat there, looked people right in the eye and said, yep, he did it. Who remembers the Duke lacrosse case? A woman accused Duke lacrosse players of sexual assault. The case exploded nationally. Charges were dropped and declared false. Prosecutor Mike Nifong was disbarred. A clear case where the accusation itself was fabricated and pursued aggressively, despite weak, horrible, terrible evidence. And when I talk about that, my friends, this is almost like a mystery in reverse. Probably the Mac Daddy of them all, the exemplar, the famous Tawana Brawley case. Ladies and gentlemen, a teenager claimed she was abducted and assaulted by white men. It became a national flashpoint. A grand jury found the story was fabricated, and the accusation triggered mass outrage and political involvement, but immediately collapsed under investigation. The Rolling Stone UVA story. A magazine published a graphic gang assault story. The alleged victim's account fell apart under scrutiny. The publication retracted the story and paid settlements. What's important to note is this wasn't just a false claim. It showed how media amplification without verification. And then my favorite, one of the best ever, which was so preposterous, and I love a nice preposterous case, is the Juicy Smollett case. That's right. You say Juicy Smollett, Jussie Smollett, it's Juicy Smollett. And the case smelled. He staged it. He was a liar. A mendacious liar, which is redundant, the likes of which. And it all comes down to the facts of the case. Remember that? Remember how he was, I forget what movie he was in or show, but they got rid of him eventually. But there he was in Chicago, freezing in the middle of the night. Snow, just awful. And he decides late at night, I want to go to Subway. So he put on a coat and a hat or something, weathered the weather, walked out, and as he was there, somebody, as he was walking, probably covering himself up, at night, in the dark, somebody saw him and said, hey, isn't that Juicy Smollett? That guy from that their TV show? And these two fellers had MAGA hats on. Remember that? And they walked over and said, hey, this is Trump country, or this is MAGA country, or something like that. In the middle of the night. Freezing. And how he recognized him, I have no idea. So he walked over to him, and apparently at one point threw bleach on him. Apparently this terrible, symbolic reference to maybe blanching his skin, his ebon derm, as it were. And then later on, he decides to put they put a noose around his neck. A noose! And he kept the noose on when he went to the police station. And the story stunk. Dave Chappelle, nobody believed the story. Nobody. But this is the opposite. This is nobody looking. And if you said, oh, I don't believe it happened, you're a racist. You see? And by the by, one of the reasons why I've been a little bit, well, as you might want to say, a little reluctant, a little chary, as it were, regarding the goings on of this case, and specifically that regarding the death penalty, is I'm very scary about a system that allows such pernicious lying to go by unabated and uninterrupted.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.